Hi everyone, Shane here from Metro Punting, and today I'm going to preview the Arrowfield Sprint at Royal Randwick this Saturday on day 2 of the championships. It's a 1200 metre race for 3-year-olds at set weights Group 2 level, working on a soft 7 track, and I think I might have found us the best roughie of the day in this race. So let's jump into it and have a look at the form. So starting with the speed map, as we always do. As you can see, there's 4 or 5 horses going to push forward to lead, and then another 4 or 5 behind them. So they'll go like the clappers here. They'll go very fast, just like last week's pay. So let's jump into the database and have a look at the stats. We only have 6 years of data for this race, but at least we do have some data to work off. So if we start with the winning odds, we can see that anywhere from $3.75 to $9 is the price range. Starts since their last run, 7 to 28. We'll focus on 7 to 21. Lead up runs to this race, looks like 2 to 4. Finish position in their last race is a little bit all over the shop, but we will focus on horses that have finished first, second and third. And here is the interesting stat that might point us in the right direction. The last 6 winners have all settled midfield or back in the field to win this race, and the most common is 2 wide in the 2 wide lane. So we will look for a horse that settles midfield or back and in the 2 wide lane. So running our eye over this year's form and horses in the race, the odds of $3.75 to $9 is where we're starting. We've got Cosmic Force 380, Dawn Passage 950, Enahid 9, California Zimble 650. Days since their last run, we've got Cosmic Force, Dawn Passage, Enahid, California Zimble all at 21 days since their last start. Now here's where we drop a few off. Finish position at their last run, we've got Dawn Passage second, California Zimble first. Number of lead-up runs, 2 to 4. We've got Dawn Passages had 1, California Zimbles had 2. Position in run, where they're going to settle on the speed map. So this is very important, and both Dawn Passage and California Zimble are settling in those positions we like. So if we jump into the speed map, we can see California Zimble looks to be 2 wide midfield, and Dawn Passage looks to be 2 wide at the back of the field, which, according to our previous data history, midfield and 2 wide or back and 2 wide is the perfect position for previous winners. So if we have a look now at the usual form selection criteria I put over the race, we're starting with the distance. The horse, I like the horse to have won the distance. Dawn Passage has placed the distance twice. California Zimble has 1. The weight, they've both got a weight that they've won with in the past. They actually both dropped 2 kilos on their last race start, so that's a tick. The class, Dawn Passage is unplaced in the class, whereas California Zimble has at least won the next lowest class. Track conditions, Dawn Passage is bred to be a duck here. He's got very good wet track breeding. He's won 2 trials on a heavy, and he's placed on a soft 7. Whereas California Zimble, not so good wet stats. She has won on a soft 6 and placed on a soft 7, so the drier the better for her according to her stats. The track, now Dawn Passage has won at the track and he's trained at the track, and California Zimble has placed at the track and is also trained at the track, so they both know their way around the place. Now the jockeys, this is interesting. Dawn Passage has a jockey downgrade, jockey change. Now I suspect the regular rider Tim Clark was booked, had a prior booking for Enahid. He's ridden the horse in Melbourne and won a good race on her down there, and he rode her in the Galaxy last start, so I suspect he had an ongoing commitment to that horse. However, the jockey that's on, Adam Hieronymus, he's a pretty good jockey. He's a stable rider for Gay and Adrian, and he did win the lead-up race to the Oaks Group 1, his first Group 1, so he's in good form. California Zimble has the same jockey as last start, Brent Abdullah, who won on the horse last start, so that's a tick for California Zimble, and they both come out of the top tier trainers, Gay Waterhouse and Adrian Bott, and Peter and Paul Snowden, who are in the top 5 trainers in Australia, in my humble opinion. So the profile horse, if we're looking at it, is actually California Zimble. She's 650, but that's only if the track comes up a soft 6, any worse than soft 7. yeah, I'm a bit sus. But the horse I want to back in this is Dawn Passage. Now I'm going to show you the last start replay of the horse's run, and you can see why I'm going to back her. Sometimes all the form and stats doesn't mean nothing. You can trust your eye and judgment of what you see, and to my eye this horse looks ready to explode in this race. So let's have a look at the last race start.
Just in front from Dirty Work, and California's Inbold pulls out. Mirror Vision's taking a rails run further back.
Okay, so I'll just pause the race there and show you the horse we're looking at is Dawn Passage, is on the inside rail in the blue hat with the yellow diamond. The winner and the other horse who we've profiled for this race is Californian Zimble, who's out here in clear running with the yellow top, red, or yellow and red hat. And just keep your eye on Dawn Passage here.
Trying to get to the outside, although it's going back between runners, Hilo. And then came Dawn Passage down to the 250. California's Inbold got to a narrow lead. About a length in front now. They're all queued up behind California's Inbold. Now Hilo gets to the outside. California's Inbold. Look at Dawn Passage fly at the end. Too late. California's Inbold just.
So as you can see, Dawn Passage was a little bit held up, had to weave and go back and forth, and finally got out and flew to the line. Not sure if she would have won had she had clear running, but she would have got very close to winning it in my opinion. Now the other thing to look for when you're doing videos to see if you can find a future upcoming winner is to watch how strong they are through the line. So as you can see here, as we let it roll, Dawn Passage is off. Strong through the line, so that's a good sign in my eyes. So I think that she will be a big chance in the race tomorrow. So going through the field, we've got Cosmic Force, who's probably the class horse in the field. I just don't know if he's going as good as he was last year, 380. It might be a bit under in my opinion. And Dawn Passage for me, $9, $9.50 was around yesterday, but $9 each way. He looks the roughie of the day, so I'll be backing him each way. And in this race, California Zimble down the bottom, $6.50 is the profile horse. If the track comes up a soft 6, well then she would be a big chance in the race. Of the others, Anna Heed's a good horse. I think she's had 2 failures. I'm not sure whether it was just the class and the conditions. Flit's an interesting runner. She's dropping back from the 1600, the All-Star Mile in Caulfield, where she just went way too hard, too fast. The jockey couldn't hold her. I note they've taken the blinkers off her. I suspect they might settle her a bit back in the field. But for me in this race, it's Dawn Passage each way. Best roughie of the day, $9. I'll be backing it each way. So there we go. If you like that, hopefully you found it informative. Please click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you like this, or comment and let me know if you do or don't. That would be great. And there we go, guys. Hopefully we've tipped the best roughie of the day to win the Arrowfield Sprint at Randwick on Saturday. So good luck and happy punting.